Bro, where are my open ones? I know. Oh, here we go. All right, we have 4 people in here. What's going on to anyone that is in here? Ooh. Yo, what's up, dog? Have you smelled the Hard Rock for Him fragrance? I've never heard of Hard Rock. No. Brantley with a 99-cent donation. Brantley, thank you, man. Honestly, it's been a hot minute since I have been donated to. Brantley, I really appreciate you, bro. It is very, very surprising when people come in to donate, just because it's obviously not something I expect. But Brantley, thank you. Oh my God, bro, you're so cute. Oh, okay, thanks. Thanks. I suppose, Marcos. But how is everyone's day going so far? And if you guys are wearing a cologne today, what are you guys wearing? I am wearing Lattafa's Ajayeb Dubai Portrait. This is a good fragrance, pretty cheap. It's like 12 to 13 bucks for the 3.4 ounce. Smelling this off the top, it's very mango sweet. And then there's some florals, some nice other fruitiness that just kind of wraps around that mango. So this fragrance, pretty cheap. It's unisex. A girl could wear it. A guy could wear it. I think it's pretty good, to be honest. But you do have to, in my opinion, you do have to let it macerate. Do I have a PlayStation Pro? Oh, do I have a PS4 Pro? I don't have a PS4 Pro. I either have a PS4 Pro or I have a PS4 Slim. I don't know which one. Friend? I have a girlfriend. Can someone check if Macro is a man? Is a ma'am or a man? I'm a girl, guys. Don't worry. He's a dude. No, I'm not. I'm a girl. Obviously, I'm a guy. But yeah, it's weird. We just got people thinking I'm beautiful in the chat today. Any girlfriend? Yes, I do have a girlfriend of over 2 years. It'll be 3 years. Well, it's like 2.5 years right now. JB, what's going on? But one thing I do want to share, I have an Accord and a fragrance, another fragrance that I'm working on. This one, I obviously don't want to spoil it. So this one is just called H. And this is what it is. I'm trying not to give away the name on these. And then this one is I. I.V. It's I dot something. Actually, I've already said the name for that one. That one is Island Vanilla, and I'm just trying to make like an Island Vanilla, either accord for that one or turn that into an actual fragrance. Smelling the one named H, though. Floral, aquatic. I'm not the biggest fan of this one, honestly. Now, I will say, this one I didn't really have a name for, so I just called it Hollis, which is what my girlfriend's name is. Because I was trying to make this inspired by her, inspired by something that she wanted. And just to be honest, she wanted something very tropical, and that's really not what this came out to be. Now, this one, the Island Vanilla, this was an accord that I had made because I wanted to kind of build off of what my girlfriend wanted with like a tropical islandy vibe. So this one, a little bit of fresh water, then there is vanilla, and then there's some coconut. So I like this one a lot more, to be honest. It's soft, vanillic, and yeah, soft, vanillic, slightly aquatic, and coconutty. This one is good. I will still have to tweak this one. Who knows? I could throw in some apple into it. I could throw in some apple. There's a lot of stuff I could do, but that's the beauty with this, because even though this one fragrance, the H1 that I tried to make, didn't come out good, I can just redo it. As simple as that. Who up miking they fragrances? Me? Hi, Daniel, what's going on? C2, what's going on? Bro, but I'm outside playing basketball right now. The NBA is cooked. They went from Spalding to Wilkin basketballs, planning to go to airless ones, and neither decided to make a 4-point line. JB, are you sure that they're putting a 4-point line in the NBA? King, what's going on? Mike, I've been addicted to Roca's mustache, masculine vanilla, so good, and received 2 compliments. So isn't there like a Roca's mustache, like an original one, and like a eau de parfum? Because from what I've heard, there's one that's like really good, and then one that's not good. Now, I could be thinking of like, oh, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Roca's Man, or I believe that that's what it's called. They might, college, have already done it. There's not a 4-point line in college, JB. JB, have you watched college basketball in the past day or so? But I'm bored. I'll keep, because I still gotta, it's been a weird day at work, and I've been here for like 2.5 hours. Has it actually only been 2.5 hours, King? On my way home right now. I should be back home in 40 minutes. Hey, C2 sounds good. JB, if I'm not mistaken, they don't, okay, honestly, I'm looking this up. College basketball has a 10-point. They don't have a 10-point line. Okay, King, that's obviously not true. They don't have a 4-point line either. I swear to God. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Yeah, I do. I got here at 4 my time. Oh, gotcha, King. So 2 my time. So you've been at work for 2 hours and 40 minutes. JB, I swear to God, there's no 4-point line in the NCAA unless they're going to implement it, which I don't think that they should. Here's the thing. So many people try and argue for like a 4-point line. Why? Why have a 4-point line? If people are already complaining about how many 3-pointers are being shot, imagine how many 3-pointers and 4-pointers are going to be being shot. There's like, 1, it wouldn't make sense. 2, I think 4 points off 1 basket. Here's the thing. The way to make, like, yeah, there's 4-point plays, there's 5-point plays. The way you would make a 4-point play or a 5-point play. If it's a 4-point play, you would go for a layup or mid-range shot, you make it, you get fouled, or vice versa with a 3-point, make a 3-point shot, make it. Then what you do, and then obviously you have to get fouled, then you miss your free throw, and then you have to, normally what you would do is you would get your own rebound, and then you do a layup. So, like, yes, there are some times in the NBA where you will see a 4-point play or even a 5-point play. They're rare. They're very exciting to see. Who just wants to see 4-point plays that is just a deep 3? Nobody wants to see that, It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, in my opinion. Now, if someone really wants to have a 4-point line, make your own league where you have a 4-point line and stream it. You can make a lot of money that way. Had to help a lady because she was getting followed. King, that sucks. Was she getting followed by that old guy who was gonna beat you up, King? Exactly. There's no such thing as a 4-point line. What are y'all talking about? Hey, JB's talking about it, not us. Also got Vince Camuto, Terra. It's like Eros EDT minus the extreme sweetness with more woods. I've seen Vince Camuto fragrances a lot at my local rack stores. And honestly, I just don't know about them because I've seen the brand and they are a decently reputable brand, but they just don't look that good. And they're pretty cheap. So I don't know. They could be good, but it makes sense. Two different occasions, gotcha, King. Sometimes it's too much. Montrese, I agree with you. And it's like, it's exciting to see a 4-point play. It's exciting to see a 5-point play. When you're making it where all you have to do is just shoot a deep 3, it's not exciting anymore. Got no argument with the old man with a heavy accent. What type of accent did he have, King? Sad because March Madness is almost over. JB, who'd you pick? Really need Michigan State to come back. Pick them in my bracket. Two different. I already read that. What's up, my guy? How are you doing? Colson, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? But hey, yo, Lattafa, Ajayeb, Dubai, Portrait. This is a super good fragrance. I did not like this one at first. I'll be dead honest. Like, okay, I thought it was decent, but I didn't think it was crazy at first. I like this one a hell of a lot more now. That is for dang sure. So, with this fragrance, which keep in mind, what's that, difference that I made with this fragrance? I just let it macerate for about 2 weeks. So, it's very, very mango, juicy, sweet right off the opening. And then you have this very mango, juicy, sweet, and you get this fruity floralness, slight powderiness, good fragrance. This one's good. You want something tropical that won't break the bank? I think this is worth it. I'm doing fine. What's my fragrance of the day? Jayeb Dubai Portrait. I couldn't understand him. You think Russian? Here's the thing. Some Russian people do not talk with like a horrible accent. Surprisingly, up here in Montana, we have a lot of Russian families. Especially in my city, we have a bunch of Russian families, and like a bunch of them go to our school. There's like 8 different Russian families that just go to my high school. So it's crazy, but it's also cool because it's like you wouldn't expect that. You would think, oh, and I mean, now granted, it's different because they moved here opposed to being like refugees and coming here. But it's just very interesting that some people come here and pick Montana. And I'm not saying Montana's a bad place. I love Montana. I've been here my whole life. I absolutely think it's beautiful. But Montana, when people go to move somewhere, they're thinking like New York. They're thinking California. But it's almost smart because Montana is arguably the most beautiful state. And you can kind of actually afford to live here. I'm wearing YSL myself. JB, great option there. Down here, we got a lot of Mexican family or Asians. We have a lot of Asians and surprisingly Mexican families up here too. Quick review on Azara Most Wanted. Yes, Colson, I can. Here we go. So this is Azara the Most Wanted Parfum in this decant that I have here. It's almost like this fizzy bourbon vanilla cola. Very fizzy, very poppy off the skin. And then it has this distinct slight floralness to it as well. Very good fragrance, decent longevity, decent projection. Am I in high school? Yes, I am. Montana is a lay-low state. I mean, I wouldn't say like Montana's a lay-low state. Montana's just like one of those states where it's like, if you do definitely want to settle down, be able to afford a house, be able to have some land, and just just be able to be outdoors if you want. Montana's beautiful for that. Like, I think I could shoot a half-court shot, but a three-pointer is hard for me. If you do a three-pointer, you jump like across the three-point line. JB, that makes no sense to me. More Nautica Voyage. Nautica Voyage pretty decent. What about Utah? In my opinion, it's an underrated state. I think Utah's beautiful. The only thing with Utah is, like, if you're going to live in, like, the big city, like Salt Lake City, that gets pretty expensive. And then you have, like, a huge Mormon population down there, which that's not anything bad, but it's, like, there's just some stuff that's a lot harder to get. Caffeine is hard to get. I'm not exactly sure, but yes, Mormons restrict alcohol, so alcohol is a lot harder to get there, which it's like, if, you're religious and, like, you don't do any of that already, bam, that's a perfect state. But if stuff like that does matter to you, then I wouldn't really say Utah. Send all the witness protection snitches to Montana. Sure, King, sure. All right, but honestly, okay, we are going to switch it up. Normally, what I would just be doing right now would just be, the average run-of-the-mill fragrance stream of mine, but we're doing something different. We're going to make a fragrance today. I'm a freshman in high school. You just ordered Club and Wheat Milestone and Latafa Kaid Al Fursan for your spring/summer scents. I mean, hopefully they're good. Jigga, like my personal recommendation for someone just entering high school, like Versace Dylan Blue would be really good. I'm Christian, so yeah, that's why I'm Christian, so yeah, that's why I wouldn't live there really. Wait, C2, so you're saying because you're Christian, okay, so that's actually interesting to see because I would have thought like maybe, I mean, obviously like Mormon and Christian are two different religions, but maybe, some values would lie the same, waiting till marriage and some stuff like that. Interesting, very interesting, C2, because I was thinking you would have been like, I'm Christian, so that's why you would want to live there. It gets hella compliments and smells amazing. What one are you talking about? Dylan or Nautica Voyage? I mean, Nautica Voyage, yeah, it will get you compliments and it smells pretty good. It's nothing crazy though. That's the big thing. Like, a lot of people get Nautica Voyage expecting it to be this so like completely awesome fragrance that's super strong and good, good longevity, good projection, amazing scent. And that's just not really what it is, which kind of sucks because Nautica Voyage could be a really good fragrance. Unfortunately, it's just really not, in my opinion at least. Good fragrance entering pre-K. I start in August. Xerxoff Naxos, King. But my birthday's in 2 weeks. You're going to go to the Dominican Republic. What should you get for your dad? Because it's hot over there. Dylan Blue or Valentino, Burberry Hero. Dad's an outdoorsy person. On the weekends, he likes to be in the mountains. Honestly, JB, for your dad, I would say get him Paris Corner Maj Moscow Mule. Yeah, I go to a Baptist church. Might be different from what Mormons go to. Well, it is different because Mormons aren't Baptists, and they don't go to a Baptist church. But I mean, like, I don't know. C2, like, you're not gonna smoke. You're not gonna drink. You have some family in Utah. You seem to like Utah, so it would make sense for you to be there in Utah. Have I tried Eros Energy? I have tried Eros Energy. I think it's pretty good. Very citrusy, zingy off the opening. Very citrusy, zingy off the opening. Close to, something with like the Creative Ventus DNA. I think it's good. It's not as overused as like Creative Ventus or Mont Blanc Explorer, just because, it is newer. I'm sorry for this weird camera angle. I'm just literally trying to set everything up. Also, my setup's kind of a mess. But y'all could just wait a minute. Also, I've been sick. Oh my god, that is still way too low. Also, actually, that is not way too low. I've also been sick, and I've had, like, no motivation to clean anything in my room. So, I'm going to do this real quick. Let's move these over. All right. Boom. Clean. Now, it's been a hot minute since I've been on a stream, and I've actually sat down. So, it definitely does feel nice to be back. I feel like, if you guys are OG, I guess not really OG. If you guys watched me 6 or so months ago, y'all would remember when we had those streams where I'd be sitting down here. So it's been a hot minute, but I'm still happy. But I'm happy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Oh no, my plan for a while, I've been moved to Florida. You want to have your fragrance brands. Oh, gotcha, C2. So you're looking to do a duty-free. Duty-free is unfair. Downstairs, Dookie, we go upstairs. People don't even go there. Upstairs section's good. I mean, JB, it depends. I recommended that one because that'd be just a really good fragrance for someone that wants to go outdoors. If anything, something that I would recommend you do, yeah, maybe like, what was I saying? Maybe wait to buy him something, see what he really likes at the duty freeze. And if he likes if he has seen something that's really good, then get it. If not, I'd still probably go Maj Moscow Mule. Mykah, tomorrow is EID. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Today is EID. What is EID? I'm over and you personally hate living in Utah. Why do you hate living in Utah? Best Latafa summer for teen. So honestly, either of these would be good. To hear legacy or clone of perfect thumbs to Marley sadly it is a good like mango fragrance like and it's aromatic as well. With this, it is today because on my it said that it was EI. But if I was in, this is not knowing that is very low. Just say Ramadan. That's right, King. Legging, bro. Oh my God, is it legging? Why when I have full bars? Why I literally have full bars and it's lagging, and when I don't have full bars, it doesn't lag. Okay, is it lagging because now I don't have full bars? Okay, I swear to fucking God, if now that I don't have full bars, it's done lagging, I'm actually about to crash out. I'm actually about to crash out, guys. Okay, let's see if it's still lagging. Hopefully it's not. Well, hopefully it is, because now you're good. So, it's still lagging. JB, I do not trust you when you tell me if it's lagging or not. You've told me like a million times it's lagging. I think he's Muslim. I forgot I am. Oh, I committed so many harams, dude. What religion are you? I'm not religious. My parents aren't religious. They had raised us that if we had an interest, we could totally pursue that interest. Me and my siblings didn't necessarily have that interest. Like I have an idea for what I would like to happen after death. Personally, I don't think that there's like a God waiting there, waiting to take us back. Personally, like I would want to believe in something like reincarnation, but very interesting. And that's the beautiful thing with religion is it's a very comforting thing to a lot of people. And that's why people love it because they have that promise of you have your belief in this, you continue doing this, follow the rules, don't sin. If you do sin, tell your priest and everything like that. You know, you follow the religion, and then also you don't have to express religion. You don't have to believe in it. So, very interesting thing, very beautiful thing as well because it's itself. And vice versa. If you don't want to, so different person to person, even different person to person in images. Is it like, oh my God, bro. Is it lagging? Bro, oh my God. Let's see. Let's see if that. It's probably going to get really laggy. Yeah, let's see. I'm expecting it to get like really laggy for a second because I just disconnected off of everything. We'll let it sit here for a minute, even if it is laggy. Name a car for an edit. If I'm not laggy and if you can understand me. On my stream, every time you talk too much, it starts to lag. How does that make sense? Hold on. I'm going to move this a little more over here. Okay. We're going to try that as well. We're going to move this a little more over here. Okay. Okay, CTM. Pick between my dream cars. Pick between a C5 Corvette, Nissan 350Z, or a 94 Mustang. How many colognes do I need to start my own channel? There's not an amount that you need, and that's actually a question that a lot of people ask me. How many colognes do I need? There's not a set that you need. Now, like, obviously, if you want people to look at you and be like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about, you're probably going to need a decent amount of cologne. However, the beautiful thing with, not having maybe a huge collection is you can get people's recommendations off of what to get. And then you can also just see how your taste changes. So honestly, Jigga, there's not an amount that you need to actually start a channel. It's really just whenever you feel comfortable enough to start your own channel. All right, thank you for subbed. Have a great rest of your day. Hey, you too. I'll go make those edits. Hey, yes, sir. And do not forget to tag me in them for real, because I do want to see them. Said that you need 3 because I started mine with like 2. No, I mean, honestly, here's the thing. You could start with no colognes. You could theoretically have never smelt a cologne in your life. And then you could start like that. If anything, a very interesting thing would be like someone who has never like purposefully smelt a cologne but had just randomly decided that like they want to get into it. Imagine watching a video of someone who yeah, they smoke cologne out in public, but they've never purposefully tried to smell it. And then imagine them smelling some fragrances, finding some that they actually like. That could be a decently interesting video, because like you're looking at it as like such like what like a beginner would be looking at it as. And I think that could give it a really interesting perspective. So honestly, I think it would be better for people with huge collections and very small collections to be making content, because it's more relatable for people. There's some people who can't afford hundreds of colognes. I'm in a very good position that I'm 16 years old and I can afford all these. For some people that are adults, that's not possible. So I know that I'm very lucky, but there's not a certain amount that you need or don't need. Getting Rasasiwas Ice, because I recommended it. You want to start somewhat of a collection. What was my very first? Mine was Stronger With You. Dayron, what's going on? All right, I'm going to say Eid Mubarak. I hope I said that right. But I realized that I forgot to say it. So today, we're working on a fragrance. I want something fairly fruity sweet. Yeah, something fairly fruity sweet. A little bit of sandalwood in there. I think I'm going to skip vanilla, to be dead honest with you. So I'm going to grab our apple, our pear, our sandalwood. This is white musk right here. Do I want to use some musk? Ooh, yeah, I definitely, okay. I want to use some musk for sure. Heavy emphasis on that musk. Okay. I don't want fresh water. I don't want vanilla. I don't want floral aldehyde. I don't want coconut. How do I have so much facial hair? 16, I'm 15. You shave like once a week. So, Jigga, I don't shave. Really, just because like obviously I like do have that facial hair. So what I do personally is I derma roll. So, I shape up my beard and I derma roll all around my face. I derma roll twice a week, Sunday and Wednesday nights. So that's personally what I do. I had kind of like always had like more advanced beard genetics. Like I had like these sideburns that I could grow out from as early as like 7th grade. So, honestly, like part of it would be like having semi-decent genetics. My brother, when he was my age, had a beard like me. My dad, when he was my age, had a beard like me. If you look at your picture of your dad from your age, or even like ask your dad, hey dad, at 16, could you like grow an actual beard, or could you just like you just had like a pedo stash, Ask him that, and then if he's like, oh, I was able to grow out a beard, chances are you will probably be able to as well. Got to thank my boy Brian. He sent me a lot of stuff. I'm for sure gonna have a lot of content coming with it. Supposedly Brian sent me something too, which some of the ones he said he was sending sound crazy, dude. How I smell Elixir? I have not smelt the new Absolute. It looks good, but I'm just not very sure on it, and I haven't been to my Dillard's. That's a big reason on why I haven't tried it. Is I haven't been to my local Dillard's. Tana, which if they were in here, I would give them a shout out. But someone named Tana, who is a viewer of my channel, also lives in my city. They told me that when they went to, our local Dillard's, they had it. So I just have to go and smell it. Suggestions: try and make a beach cocoa cologne. Let me read out some ingredients. Okay, JB, I have none of those. So what I have for ingredients are fragrance oils. Some of these ones that you're reading are, yes, oils. Some of them are raw ingredients, powders, which I don't have those yet. What would you recommend to get started on your own channel? So honestly, just the easiest way to get into it, make a fragrance of the day. Or make like a video introducing yourself and your favorite cologne. Personally, what I recommend, make a short, hey everyone, my name is Mykah. My first cologne was Stronger With You EDT. My favorite cologne is Stronger With You EDT. My plans with this channel, I want to, push out content every single day. Just introduce yourself, the idea that you have. That's the easiest way, because oftentimes people struggle with just finding the first thing to do, which it doesn't have to be hard. Make it simple. Do I have pets? I do have pets. I have a purebred English Mastiff. I have a 14-year-old mutt, and then I have a cat. Going to be sending you some of my first fragrances for my Smell For You brand a week early before it drops. Hey, C2, bet. Ooh, let's see. Okay, we're going to make this. Honestly, I want to see if I have any other fragrance oils that I think would be super good. All right, let's see. Honestly, okay. White musk, I have that. Sandalwood, I have that. Coffee, I don't have, but I'm not going to need it. Vanilla, I have. Toasted marshmallow, I don't need right now. Apple, I have. Mango, I don't have, but I don't really want to use it right now. Floral aldehyde, I have. Frankincense, I have, or don't have. Amber, I don't have. I think I'm going to dilute my amber. Let's see. Strawberry. Cinnamon. Coconut. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to do a quick dilution as well. We're going to do later streams. Always miss the early ones. Damn, Tana. I'm sorry about that. I will try and do some later ones. How's up, bro? Sigma, Sigma. Sigma, Sigma. Previously got 3 cats, but where's my cat again? Panda. Come here. Come here, babe. Come here, Panda. Oh my god, you can walk around this box, dude. Come on. Yeah, you can walk around the box. Come on. Okay, she's not coming. She's standing right next to me, but she won't walk around my desk. How much money have I spent on fragrances, and how do you get so much money for it? So, I spent like 3 or 4 grand fragrances. How do I... Okay, here's a great question. And I'm not calling you delusional, Jigga, for asking that question, but a lot of people who ask that seem to be delusional because they're like, oh, you just get spoiled. You just get everything handed to you. This has taken me 2 years to accumulate. And I understand, yes, even over 2 years, it is still a lot of money. But when you think about it and you split it up, it's actually like not the most insane amount of money being spent like on average per month. So Jigga, really how I've come to afford these is I've spread out when I've bought them. And again, I was not like trying to say like call you delusional, but so many people just like come in and they're like, oh my god, like I just don't understand why you get spoiled so much, and like, oh, these kids are so spoiled, you know. But yeah, it's very interesting. Have a great day. Gotta go because you're having a bonfire with your family. Hey, all right, Colson, sounds good, man. Have a nice night. Guess, boy, maybe you should return because you've seen him, but you don't know his story or life. JB, what are you talking about? Hi, Mykah. Alexa, what's going on? Tyler, what's going on? let's see. What else do I need? Okay. So, to make these dilutions, I use this 50 ml, I use this 50 ml holder, I suppose it is just what we'll call it. Well, I guess when I'm asked, oh, what do I do to make money? Hold on. I have a job. Before I had a job, I would just do like odd jobs for my parents. So whatever they wanted me to do, chores, and then oftentimes whenever my birthday would roll around, I'd ask for fragrances, or Christmas would come around, I'd ask for fragrances. So a lot of it too is just like asking for them for Christmas. What was the scent of the day? My scent of the day is Lattafa's Ajayeb Dubai Portrait. It's a mangoey. It's mangoey, very mangoey sweet, mangoey floral sweet. Gonna try and make your own cologne with orange juice and pine sap. It probably won't turn out well. But if you want to, Tana, you definitely can. But honestly, if you want to actually make your own fragrances, easiest way is just do what I do and just get fragrance oils. So here's what we're doing. We are doing a 50 ml dilution. This one is amber. So obviously on this white part, I'm going to write amber. So so I know that this is amber. Amber is a base note. It's a woody note. Amber is something, they call it a fantasy accord. So amber doesn't have an exact smell to it. So it depends. It doesn't have an exact smell to it because you make your own amber accord. So this one that I have, it's more of a resinous, smoky, like frankincense-y amber. Is it cheaper to make your own fragrances? So I do not make these fragrances like just because I, am trying to look for a cheaper way to, get more fragrances. These are for my personal brand, and yes, they are a lot cheaper to make your own fragrances. I could make a fragrance for, say, even going on like a slightly costier side. Say it takes me $20 to make a fragrance. I could still go sell it for $60, Best tubies. I've smelled 3 of them that I bought. I did not like either of them. I tried the cookies and cream, the bubblegum, and the chocolate fudge one, and they were not good at all. How long do the homemade ones last? So that's an issue that I have ran into. Not the best longevity. However, there are some way to combat that. To combat this, like in the future, I will be getting actual like raw fragrance materials, which are a lot stronger than just fragrance oils. Does my girlfriend like perfume / some of my cologne? So yes, my girlfriend does like perfume, and she does like my colognes. She has her own collection. It's not as big as my collection, but she has a pretty decent collection, all things considered. And she smells wonderful. So, yeah, her favorite, well, I guess I can't really say it's her favorite, but it's my favorite that she wears, and she wears it a lot. But it's Sabrina Carpenter. It's the Sweet Tooth. And I can't remember what one it is, but it's one of the Sweet Tooths, and it smells absolutely phenomenal. Oh, there we go. I had to plug in my phone. Same, I have a pretty good big collection. Okay, so amber is what we're going to be diluting. We are diluting these at eau de parfum or 20% fragrance oil. Eau de parfum is, I can't remember exactly what it ranges from, but 20% falls into it. So we're going to be doing eau de parfum concentration for this dilution. So we're going to suck this up. It's 50 ml. What is 20% of 50? 20% of 50, if you guys did not know, is 10. That's what it is. So we're going to fill this up to 10 milliliters of fragrance oil. Again, this is amber. And honestly, I kind of just wanted to dilute this one because, one, it's not diluted, obviously. And then also, I want to, one, use it in this fragrance I'm about to make. And two, I also want to try and make like a, I want to try and make a like ambery vanilla scent. Something like inspired by like Prada Black, obviously different than Prada Black, and it won't be like a clone of it. What's my brand of fragrances called? So I've not started my brand. I'm still in like the beginning stages. Still getting like my website set up and everything. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna keep it as Mykah Fragrance though. My colognes that are on my bucket list, if you ever get money, Sauvage Elixir and Amber Oud Ruby. Gotcha, nice, dude. Sorry, Micah, I'm gonna leave. Have a good rest of your day. Hey, Alexa, you too. Have any idea of price ranges? If you're asking for my fragrances, I think what I'm gonna do is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going in here with this is just Perfumer's alcohol, which it's, if I'm not mistaken, 100% alcohol. But I'm just filling this up to 50 ml. So I'm filling it up with 40 ml of Perfumer's alcohol. And then that puts us at our 80% alcohol percentage volume. Which then, if you don't understand your 80% alcohol volume, what else is your ingredients? So if you see a fragrance that's like 80%, then it's 80% fragrance oil, fragrance ingredients, and then the rest is Perfumer's alcohol. If it's alcohol-based, and then if not, then it's water-based. But honestly, I'm not sure if water-based fragrances, if they have, like, concentrations still. I mean, I would assume that they do, but I would assume regardless, you'd probably want to make them a pretty high concentration. Okay. This is running pretty low, but it's still done anyways. So, we got this. Now, yummy, 100% alcohol. Yummy. Bottle ideas. Oh, price ranges, $60 for a 1.7 ounce and $90 for a 3.4 ounce. That's kind of just what I was thinking. And then, bottle ideas, I think I'm just going to go with like a more basic bottle to start. And then, as I actually, start to grow my fragrance brand more, I'll get cooler bottles. Where do I buy my perfume oils and how much does it cost? So I buy them, the ones I've ordered are from Vetiver Aromatics. And this is a 1 ounce. For a 1 ounce, it is around like $20. Give or take around $20 per ounce. Yummy, 100% alcohol. I also really want Gucci Guilty Elixir. Smells like a sweet tart to me, not too sweet, feminine. It's actually a really good, sweet, freshy. So the Gucci Guilty Elixir, the interesting thing with that fragrance is a lot of people try and make it seem like, I don't know, a lot of people try and make it seem like the Gucci Guilty Elixir is just a cool weather fragrance. I agree with Tyler. You could wear that one year round. Are they all vetiver flavored? No. What's my favorite bad boy? Probably Cobalt. I think that's kind of like a more basic one, but yeah, probably Cobalt. All right, so here's what we're going to be doing. Sandalwood and Amber are the two primary ones, or are our two base notes here. So I'm going to go and let's see. Honestly, I kind of want to write this down as I continue to go. So we're filling this up to a 10 ml dilution. Let's see. So let's get my piece of paper. Here we go. Thoughts on Polo Blue. Polo Blue is a good, like, blue fragrance. I think it's good if you want something that is fresh, easy to wear, and won't break the bank. 10 ml dilution. Okay. So, or not 10 ml dilution. 10 ml of oil. No, hold on. 10 ml of oil. Hold on. 10 ml. That's all I needed to write down. Hey, thanks, man. Have a good rest of your night. Hey, Jigga, you as well. Do I have many niches? I have a couple. I have 3 City Rhythm fragrances. I have 2 Manceras. One of them I'm actively trying to get rid of. Tana, do you want Mancera Red Tobacco? Tana, do you want Xerjoff? Do you want these fragrances? Because I will trade you something like I will give you a good deal on these, Tana. I do not want them, bro. They're so bad. I do have a decent amount of niches, and obviously, like, that wasn't a legitimate. If Tana, if you want to buy, okay, I'm broke. I wasn't being for real, but they're bad. They're so bad. What Xerjoff is it? It's Xerjoff Luxor. 1.7. It's a 1.7 ounce of Luxor. This one isn't bad. Luxor isn't that bad. I'm just not really gonna wear it, to be honest with you. And like, I don't know. I'm really not gonna wear it at all. Makes Polo Blue and Eros Energy really good, nice, fresh, lemony, melony scent. Nice, Tyler. Good evening, Redfern. What do I think about Valentino Extra Rose? I have not tried it actually, so I'm not sure. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to go. Let's go. Sandalwood. How much sandalwood am I gonna want? Let's go 2 ml of sandalwood. Just to start off, a nice sandalwoody base. My dad's coming home with dinner in a few minutes. I'm gonna head out. Talk to you later, Mike. Have a good night. Hey, you have a good night as well. How much am I selling the red tobacco for? Honestly, Daniel, how much would you want to buy it from me for? It's an old formulation 4 ounce and it's pretty full. Also, Daniel, do you live in the US? Because I don't know if you live outside of the US, I don't know if I would be able to ship this to you. Like, I know I would be able to, but it would probably be a little too expensive for me. Europe. How much is it to ship to Europe? If it's not like insanely bad, and if you're interested in it, Daniel, I could do a deal. Let's see. Okay. 2 ml. Actually, that's wow, perfectly at 2 ml. Like $20 a ship. Damn. I mean, $20 a ship isn't that bad. Fuck. I mean, Daniel, it depends. How much would you want to give me for a red tobacco? Hypothetically speaking. I'm back. King, welcome back. Do I hunt or fish? I don't hunt or fish. I have fished before. I have hunted before. I think, like, hunting and fishing is cool, but it's just not something I'm necessarily into. Okay, 2 ml sandalwood. Then we're going 2 ml sandalwood. We're gonna go. Do I want to do amber? No, I don't want to do amber in this one. I feel like that amber is gonna kind of mess it up, honestly. So I still wanted to get a dilution of amber at least, so that's good. White musk. Okay, let's see. Okay. Ooh, this smells so good, dude. Oh, dude. Honestly, this white musk smells so good. You should add coconut. That's actually decently smart. That's pretty smart. Finally made it home. C2, let's go. I don't know how much it's worth. Let me check. It's around, like, you can find them around $80 to $90 is what they sit around. How many ml? It's 125. Well, it's 125. Like I said, it's a pretty full 4 ounce bottle. But you'll see a lot of them bouncing, like, well, dollars, not euros, around 80 to 90 US dollars is what the market is normally. But in Europe, it could be a lot cheaper than it is here in the US. Okay, I was talking to my uncle about the situation. You were like, you were on the phone with him or what? My favorite note is vanilla. My favorite notes are just like sweet notes. I work with him. Oh, he's the one who got you the job, right? Or or at least like helped you get it. Let's see. Here's white musk. Yeah, I definitely want to do some. Let's see. We have sandalwood. We're gonna do another 2. Okay. Bam. It's right at 4, dude. Bro, come on. Come on. There we go. He got me the... Oh, so he did actually get you it. Gotcha. What's my favorite room sprayer? Room sprayer. Like, just the one that... So, honestly, what I do is... So, honestly, what I do normally is just whatever cologne I want my room to smell like. I turn on my fan full blast and I spray it in. So I don't necessarily have one that I just spray in my room, but I just spray all of them in my room. How about 70 euros including shipping? Daniel, how much is 70 euros to American dollars? And then is that saying I'm paying shipping or you would pay shipping? Because that would really depend. Because it's like, if I could pay less and make more just to ship it to the US, then I would probably rather do that. I think it's 1-to-1. Euros are not 1-to-1 to dollars, Daniel. Euros are definitely not 1-to-1. I want to say 70 euros is going to be like... At least I'm pretty sure they're not 1-to-1. Okay, we have a nice musky sandalwood in here right now. Okay. We have 6 ml to play around with. 2 ml white musk. Well, my second bracket got busted, but who cares at this point? I mean, here's the thing. You can't even call anyone a winner of this March Madness because their brackets were busted too. Let's see. We have pear, apple, and coconut. Pear, apple, coconut. Let's see. $1 is 0.92 euro. So that would be like $65 American. And then I would have to pay shipping on top of that? Or who would pay shipping on that? I don't know, Daniel, because that's way under the market for America, at least. Who do you have winning in March Madness? Duke. No, honestly, I don't know. I'm not a huge, college basketball fan. If I had to pick... I mean, I don't know. Because, probably the Gators or Duke. 75, not 65. Oh, right, but Daniel, I would only get $55, though. Because I would have to pay, 20 for shipping. So, I'd still be about... I mean, I'd be decently close to how much it's worth prepaying for shipping. That's my only thing with it, because then I'd, have to spend a quarter of what I got on shipping. Let's see. We need coconut, pear, apple. I don't know how I'm going to split these up, because I think I might want apple to be. Yeah, that apple I might go for, the most dominant one. I think I might go apple most dominant. Pear, coconut. Let's see. I'm going to do... Yeah, the shipping throws it off. And it's here's the thing. If it was oh, you'll give me $75 and shipping is $8. Yeah, I'd probably do that. But just being that I would be giving a quarter of what I got, I wouldn't necessarily want to do that. Here, let's see. We have 6 ml to play around with. I'm going to do 1 ml. I think I'm going to do 1 ml of pear, 2 ml of coconut, 3 ml of apple. That sounds good because, I don't know. Let's see. Amber, apple, cinnamon, fresh water. Here's pear. Let's do a milliliter pear. Bam. Okay, milliliter pear. How long am I going to be on? I will be on for just until I'm done making this fragrance. So probably like 10 more minutes. Just curious, was it too strong or you don't like the tobacco? Where is it? To me, honestly, I just don't really like the fragrance in general. Like, it's not a bad smell, but it's just not per se like my style of fragrances. I do like those, like, I won't lie, I do like those more youthful fragrances. Tina, have a good night. When I have something like red tobacco where it's just like a super strong in-your-face tobacco, that's just not a very like enjoyable wearing experience for me. There are some ways I have gotten around it with some like very strong tobacco fragrances. Such as, let's see, for example, let's use Lamal Elixir, for example. That's a pretty strong tobacco fragrance. That one I could handle because what I would do is I would just, here's the thing, that fragrance, yes, it's like, yes, it is a tobacco-y loud fragrance, but it is also like young, youthful, and just like super super sweet. So that's why I like a fragrance like that, where when you just have it, so it's so one-sided, where it's like, okay, you know, I really just want this fragrance to be good for the older crowd. You know, I don't like the fragrances like that. I think red tobacco, when it was being made, was definitely meant to go for that older crowd. And it makes sense. You know, red tobacco isn't for the younger crowd. Understand, I love tobacco in the winter. I like tobacco in the winter too. I got Naxos, but it's too sweet. I don't think Naxos is insanely sweet. I actually have a clone of Naxos right here, Honey Water. And like, yeah, it's sweet, but, and again, it might not be a one-to-one clone, but it's sweet, but it's not too insanely sweet. Apple. Let's find apple. Do I not have an apple in here? It's amber, coffee. Here's apple. And then we're going to finish this up. 3 ml of apple. Bam. Perfect. So, we have everything. You still selling Naxos? King, the Xerjoff I have is not Naxos. The Xerjoff I have is it's Xerjoff Luxor. What am I gonna name the fragrance? I don't know. And it depends because this is one that I'm experimenting with. As I was going through this fragrance, putting all these ingredients in here, as you guys can notice, I'm writing these down because I'm just going off of what I think would be good in this fragrance. So, honestly, I really don't know what I would call it, just simply because I haven't smelt it. Oh, honey water? Yes, King. Yeah, I am still selling it. But, like, I don't know. I'm kind of envisioning, like, for a name, if it's like a good like year-round scent, I mean, I don't really notice, say, like a year-round scent, like just if it's a year-round scent, it would like mess with the name. Honestly, I don't know. I think it just depends. More or less, probably what I would do is I would just like I would wait for it to like dry and everything like that. Well, I would first give it its 2 weeks that it needs to sit. Then smell it, do whatever tweaks I need to do to it. Then what I would do after that is then I would come up with a name. So pretty much I would want to have a finished product before I can have a name. And it's like the Island Vanilla one, I knew specifically this is what I have in mind. With this one, since I don't have something specifically in mind, I'm not going to give it a name. Mykah, can I mix my fragrances on your own? You can. That's just, so that is called fragrance layering. A lot of people do it. Don't let Christopher find out. Hey, if he finds out, it's not the end of the world. So, we got fragrances getting mixed. 3 ml apple, 2 ml coconut, 1 ml pear. Bam, here we go. So, now we have everything. And again, this one I don't have a name for. That is going to do it for this live. If you guys can see, I am still mixing this up. Now, honestly, what I can do, and this is just what I'm going to do, I will show you guys one of the nicest things that I have gotten for perfumery is this thing. I know you're looking at this and it probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense of what it is, but let's see. Oh, I forgot I can't plug it in from over here. Yes, I can. Let's see. Plug it in, feed it through here, unwind it. Let's plug it in. So, it's magnetic and it just stirs. So, it just mixes it. It's just like, it's such a handy piece. And now with something like this, all you have to do is hand mix it. But when it comes to mixing and blending an actual fragrance, then you should probably use one of these. And then obviously just what you do is, say I'm doing a big 250 ml fragrance, you know, what I would do is I'd have my 50 ml of oil and my 200 ml of alcohol, drop it in here, and then it mixes it all up. Chat GPT says, YSL La Nuit de l'Homme, best all year rounder with strong sillage and mass appeal for men. I mean, I think it's good, but I wouldn't say it's the best. And if I'm not mistaken, Blue Electrique is not necessarily known to have the best longevity or projection. Strong sillage. I don't know, because the L'Homme and La Nuit de l'Homme line, they don't last, but they don't necessarily not project well. But at the same time, they don't necessarily project like insanely well. Honestly, Lachlan, I don't know. Blue Electrique is good. I don't know why Chat GPT would say it's the best, though. Honestly, I would say, like, in my opinion, the best would be like a YSL or like Versace Dylan Blue. So this one, we are going to put in the desk. We're going to let it sit. I have this, which has it on it. And smelling it, it's very green apple-y sweet. It's primarily what I get. Just a whole lot of green apple. So we're going to let it sit for a couple weeks, and we will test it out later. I agree, though. The YSL L'Homme line smells amazing. Worst projection for the price you pay. I agree. I need YSL EDP. For my, like, in my opinion, best YSL would be like Y Le Parfum. It's so, so good, dude. Y Le Parfum, best one. I want to try the new reformulated version, But that is going to do it for this video, for this live. Please make sure to drop a like, drop a sub if y'all have not already. Have a good rest of your guys' day. Only being on for 2 days. I miss my bed this much. You don't realize until you don't have it, C2. Y'all have a good night. Peace, everyone. I love y'all.